Good evening, and welcome to the annual meeting and awards presentation of the Athens-Hocking-Vinton 317 Board. My name is Greg Polzer. I am the current chairman of the 317 Board. As you can tell, as a result of the resurgence of COVID, we are meeting virtually. We need to thank some people who have really stepped up here. First of all, I want to thank Reggie Robinson for all his technical help with the videotaping and technical advice. In addition, I'd also like to thank the representatives of different agencies who have helped to make sure that their stories got told on tape. Now this evening we have a couple of activities that you'll notice. First of all, there's going to be a highlights of the past year. We'll find out exactly some of the things that have happened in the 317 board. Then we're going to have the Advocate Awards for recognition of folks who have done some outstanding contributions to this area. Next, there will be a discussion of the upcoming levy and the importance to all of us, to the programs that we have, and especially for the people who benefit from them. And then finally, we're going to have a video from the Athens Photo Project of an exhibition that just took place last week, highlighting a group of photo projects from students who are at risk, and you'll be really impressed with what their work is all about. So sit back and relax and enjoy our annual meeting.
Thank you, Greg, for getting us started. Hello, everyone. I'm Diane Pfaff, and I'm Executive Director at the Athens-Hocking-Vinton 317 Board. I'm pleased to share some information about the board, about our network of care, and some of our accomplishments over the past year. We had planned to hold our annual meeting in person, and we so wanted to connect with you and do all that informal catching up that we do before and after the official agenda, especially because we missed last year's meeting. But of course, it wasn't prudent to hold a meeting in person given the rising COVID numbers. But we didn't want to miss out on another year of meeting and celebrating all of the great work that is being done by members in our community. So thanks to Reggie Robinson of HRS, Aaron Thomas of Class A Sounds, and my staff for working to make this possible. And thanks to all of you for joining tonight. I would like to begin by thanking and recognizing the 317 Board of Directors. Our 18-member governing board is comprised of local community members who volunteer to serve on the board. These community leaders have a passion for helping the citizens in their communities. They bring a diversity of professional and personal experience. They oversee a $10 million budget, making sure that the funding is responsive to the individuals, families, and communities that we serve. I would also like to recognize our staff. We are proud to continue the collaborative work that is the legacy of Earl Cecil's tenure at the board. With just 7 people, we work every day to plan, develop, fund, partner, and evaluate the local system of mental health and addiction services. On a daily basis, I hear my staff connecting local people to the local resources that they need. And of course, none of this work gets done without the energy and creativity of our funded agencies and community partners. We are continually impressed by their dedication. Their creativity and commitment was on display when the pandemic hit, and they quickly adapted by switching to telehealth and doing outreach into people's homes. And the 317 board was pleased to partner with the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation of Nelsonville to provide added funding to support the added expenses that our agencies had. The board also distributed PPE, cleaning supplies, test kits, and other things numerous times to our agencies and partners. This past year and a half has been challenging, and we know that the pandemic has taken a toll on the mental health of all of us, no matter how resilient we are. We are social beings, and our mental health and wellness is strengthened through relationships and community and connection. Our providers are working every day to make sure that people don't feel all alone and have the supports that they need. In the past fiscal year, despite the pandemic, we were able to celebrate many new initiatives. The opening of Hopewell Health Center's fully integrated primary and behavioral health clinic in MacArthur. Hopewell Health Center's trauma-informed schools projects with all school districts in the board area. 2 new facilities supporting youth in Athens County, Integrated Services Hive program in Nelsonville, and Sojourners Youth Resiliency Center. New transitional housing for my sister's place and victims of domestic violence. Funding for our recovery houses, added beds for Serenity Grove's recovery house, and upgrades to the Groundwork recovery house in MacArthur. We have a new partnership with the Bureau of Workers' Comp to provide free support to businesses so they can address the substance use disorders that may come up in their employees. The Healing Communities Partnership to reduce overdose deaths in Athens County, and the launch of a mobile crisis team in Athens through a partnership between Hopewell and Athens County EMS. This work speaks to the incredible dedication of people in our communities who work every day to provide support to families struggling with mental illness and substance use disorders. We asked our agencies to send in videos so we can share a glimpse of the people and the partnerships that make up this network of care.
Serenity Grove is a level 2 transitional recovery house. We serve women who desire to regain and rebuild their lives as they find their way out of substance use disorders.
Serenity Grove is caring,
healing, connection, growth, and hope.
Child and adolescent team at Hopewell Health Center, located at 141 Columbus Road. We serve children and adolescents from ages 5 to 18. Thank you, 317 Board!
Early Childhood Programs of Hopewell Health Centers wants to thank you for your support of our early childhood mental health consultation and our trauma-informed consultation to local school districts. We thank you for believing in us and investing in us and allowing our local expertise to be seen throughout the region.
Welcome to the MacArthur Behavioral Health Care Clinic.
Thank you to the 317 Board for your support.
Hopewell Health Centers in Hocking County would like to thank you for your ongoing support of your community members in outpatient mental health services,
adult case management services,
primary care services,
substance use treatment services, including recovery housing,
and school-based services.
Hi, we're My Sister's Place, serving Athens-Hocking-Vinton counties. We have services for people experiencing domestic violence, including shelter,
case management,
Counseling, court advocacy,
transitional housing,
24/7 hotline,
and support for survivors with pets.
This is Vinton County Senior Citizens, and we have 2 services right now because of the pandemic. We deliver home delivered meals throughout the county 5 days a week. We also have transportation, which is overwhelming, and we have grab and go for people to come and get their lunches here as needed.
Hi, my name is Kathy Williams, and I'm the Area Manager for Athens-Hocking-Vinton County for Integrated Services for Behavioral Health. I just want to take this opportunity to thank the 317 Board for their ongoing support over the years to provide care and coordination for individuals residing in Athens-Hocking-Vinton. I'd also like to take this time to say thank you for the funding for Groundworks, recovery housing in Vinton County, peer houses, our work with the Vinton County Prevention Recovery Coalition, Vinton County Drug Court, and multiple programs throughout Athens, Hocking, and Vinton would not be possible without the funding for the 317 Board. Thank you for everything you do each and every day to make the difference in the lives of the folks we serve.
Hello from Hocking County, Project Hope.
Hi everyone, we are the Gathering Place and we serve Athens County, Ohio. We are a peer recovery organization, drop-in center, and we have been here in this community for 45 years, and we are very appreciative to the 317 board for all their support.
We are a bridge between justice and treatment.
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 We are TASC of Southeast Ohio.
Hello, my name is Madeline. And I'm Mia. And we are the AmeriCorps members serving at the Sojourners Resiliency Center located on the west side of Athens, serving at-risk youth in Southeast Ohio. And we'd like to thank the 317 board for helping us keep our doors open and help us keep programming for the Athens youth.
Thank you, 317 board, for everything you have done. Sojo Mojo!
We're the John W. Clem Recovery House, and we provide housing to men with substance use disorders.
Welcome to Health Recovery Services. Hi, my name is Reggie Robinson, Community Coordinator for HRS. Health Recovery Services has proudly served Southeastern Ohio for over 46 years.
Hi, I'm Connie Zuckerfuse. I'm a clinician here at the Vinton County Outpatient Office in MacArthur.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Spence. I'm the Clinical Director here at Hocking County Behavioral Health Care in Logan. We've got 3 sites that serve adolescents, youth, and adults with mental health and substance use disorders.
This is our Athens outpatient site where our highly trained and dedicated clinicians offer evidence-based best practices in behavioral health care, including medication-assisted treatment with methadone, all forms of Suboxone, or Vivitrol.
Hi, I'm Linda Rust. I'm the Program Director of Bassett House. We provide residential adolescent services here in Athens, Ohio.
Hi, my name's Evelyn. I'm a chemical dependency counselor, case manager here at the Rural Women's Recovery Program. We have a 60-day trauma-informed care program for women struggling with substance use disorders.
Hi, I'm Brian Howard. I'm the Community Services Manager at Health Recovery Services. We provide evidence-based prevention in Athens, Hocking, and Vinton counties, as well as Gallia, Jackson, and Meigs counties.
We are Health Recovery Services, where change and recovery begin. Proud to be a part of the Athens-Hocking-Vinton 317 Board Network of Care.
Hi, I'm Nick DeO'Garty. I'd like to thank the 317 Board for their contribution to the Community Transition Program, and I'd like to say that I support this levy. Thank you.
Hello again. Before we start talking about the importance of the upcoming levy, I would like to tell you a few things about the 317 Board and what it does. The 317 Board is an extension of both county and state government. It receives funds. It then distributes it to all of 34 different agencies, and then it monitors that money. Well, what actually are the agencies involved in? Well, first of all, we have prevention, especially for young people. And then we have crisis intervention that tries to identify folks who need the services. And then, of course, comes treatment, which is the bulk of what we're here for, both mental health and addiction services. And finally, the goal of all the treatment, which is recovery. We support a number of recovery programs. So that's basically what we do, and what we are grateful to be able to do for the community.
The 317 Board of Directors unanimously voted to place a renewal levy on the ballot for the November 2nd general election. The board decided on a renewal levy at the same millage rate so that voters would not see an increase in their taxes. We are committed to careful stewardship of public resources. And the levy is necessary to support vital crisis, prevention, treatment, and recovery services in all 3 counties. Earlier this evening, I talked about some of our accomplishments in the past year. When I look back over the past 5 years, I see even more progress in how we have partnered with all of you to expand and improve our ability to address community needs. The local levy is key to this progress. It is what provides us the ability to leverage outside resources, which greatly expands our impact. Since our last levy renewal, we have brought in over $7 million in state, federal, and private contributions to increase capital investments in services. Most of these projects would not have been possible without our trusted partnership with the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation of Nelsonville. Here's Terry Donlin-Huseman, president of the Osteopathic Heritage Foundations, to talk about this partnership.
Good evening. I'm Terry Donlin-Huseman, President and CEO of the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation, and it's great to be with you this evening, and I appreciate the invitation from Diane to share a little bit about our funding partnership with the 317 Board. The Osteopathic Heritage Foundation of Nelsonville is proud of its long-standing and trusted partnership with the 317 Board over the past 8 years. Our collective goal is to address the needs of vulnerable populations through strategic and proactive investments in the behavioral health system. Together, our partnership has jointly invested $2.6 million through 5 co-designed funding initiatives since 2013. We have awarded 26 grants across 12 different organizations that received funding to expand mental health and addiction treatment services. Early in the pandemic, our partnership enabled us to swiftly deploy nearly $390,000 to mitigate the impacts of COVID with needed supports for technology, PPE, staffing, and other critical efforts to ensure continuity of service. These are just a few highlights from our successful partnership, and we look forward to future partnerships with the 317 Board as we collectively strive to improve the health and well-being of vulnerable populations in southeastern Ohio. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Some of our other important progress includes that we have grown from 1 recovery house for men to a total of 7 houses across the 3 counties serving women, children, and men. Recovery houses are such a wonderful example of how community supports help people to change their lives by providing a safe, sober place to stay while working on recovery and developing new support systems. Hopewell Health Center's Adam Amanda Rehabilitation Center is a state model for supporting people with serious mental illness. Through a collaboration of partners, we have trained over 400 first responders and crisis intervention team de-escalation skills over the past 20 years. Hocking and Athens County have created overdose outreach teams who make weekly visits to persons who have overdosed to provide Narcan, linkage to services, and a message of hope. Agencies have added peer recovery supporter staff, persons with lived experience who work in each county as role models, helping others on their recovery journey. Not too long ago, we didn't have any peer supporters working in our network, and now we have over 30. Persons like Brian Darst, who works for the Gathering Place and is dedicated to helping others. Today, the ongoing COVID pandemic is placing ever more stress on our families and communities. Now, more than ever, mental health and substance use disorder treatment is important for the health, safety, and economic vitality of our communities.
We thank you for your continued support. We hope you can join us in the following ways.
Vote for the levy on November 2nd and encourage your family, friends, and neighbors to do the same.
Spread the news that the levy is a renewal and will not result in an increase in their taxes.
Let us continue to be there for the people in our communities.
Hello, I'm Savannah Maxwell, Deputy Director of the 317 Board. Each year, the board presents awards honoring individuals in each of our 3 counties for their advocacy for and commitment to our communities. I am pleased to introduce this next section of our program, which recognizes the outstanding service each of our awardees provides in the mental health and addiction fields within our communities. Please join us as we recognize the recipients of the 2021 317 Board Advocacy Awards.
2021 Athens County Advocate Rebecca Miller, nominated by Dr. Joe Gay.
It is a pleasure to be allowed to present this award on behalf of the Athens-Hocking-Vinton 317 Board. And it's been a pleasure working with you over the past several years on Project Hope. In serving as coordinator for Project Hope, you have shown an exceptional combination of energy, initiative, and organizational and interpersonal skills. You have thus made effective use of the diverse group membership of Project Hope to make our community a safer and better place. I would also like to thank the Ohio University College of Health Sciences and Professions for making your time available to the community. On behalf of the 317 Board, I present you with the 2021 Athens County Behavioral Health Advocates Award.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Gay. I so appreciate this award, and especially coming from you as someone who I admire and respect so much. And just wanted to say thank you also on behalf of Athens Hope. It's a really tremendous group of individuals who are very committed to the work that we do, and we could not have the success that we've had without our membership, you being one of those members. So thank you very much. And I'd also like to echo your sentiment around thanking the College of Health Sciences for continuing to make this project a priority. They understand how important it is for our community, and just want to say thank you to them and all of our members in the community for being receptive to our initiative as well. Thank you so much.
Hocking County Advocate Megan Dannison, nominated by Christy Pennington.
Hello, my name is Christy Pennington, and I'm the Clinic Director for Hocking County Hopewell Health Centers. It is my distinct honor to present Megan Dannison with the 2021 Behavioral Health Advocate Award on behalf of the 317 Board. I nominated Megan for this award for her outstanding leadership within the Logan Hocking schools. Megan is an advocate for mental health to happen in every single building in the Logan Hocking schools. I also nominated her for her outstanding creativity during the 2020 pandemic. Getting mental health services to kids in school is sometimes difficult, but getting mental health services to them in their home was even more challenging. Megan led brainstorming sessions and helped her team be extremely creative in helping both kids and their families. Megan, thank you for all that you've done for mental health.
Thank you so much for this recognition and honor.
2021 Vinton County Advocate Tracy Conrad, nominated by Jody Jones.
Hello, my name is Jody Jones, and I'm the Vinton BH Site Director for Hopewell Health Centers. And I nominated Tracy Conrad, a therapist at our site, for the Mental Health Award for Vinton County. She is a very experienced trauma therapist and very caring and dedicated. And she chose to come into the office during the pandemic to see her clients face to face rather than over the phone or video because of the type of work that she does. She does neurofeedback and she does EMDR, and those things cannot be done over the phone or video easily. So this award is for you, Tracy.
Thank you so much, Jody. And I would like to also add how appreciative I am that you make this such a warm and welcoming place to work and place I want to stay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
The Rita Gillick Mental Health Advocacy Award was established in 1986 in honor and memory of Rita Gillick, an early early advocate for those with mental illnesses. Rita was hospitalized for over 25 years of her life, and upon discharge became a founding member of the Gathering Place. She became known statewide as an advocate for clients' rights and consumer-directed services. She also served on the Athens-Hocking-Vinton Mental Health Board for 6 years. The award is presented annually to a person who demonstrates the overwhelming willpower of Rita Gillick to never stop in their advocacy efforts for those with mental illnesses. This year's awardee is Tisha Hardin, nominated by Judge George McCarthy.
Welcome everybody, I'm Judge George McCarthy from the Athens County Veterans Treatment Court, and we're here today for my nomination for the Rita Gillick Mental Health Advocate Award that's been awarded by the Athens-Hocking-Vinton 317 Board. I nominated Tisha because she's been with us for a number of years with the Veterans Treatment Court. She's done an exemplary job for the years that she's been with us. She's helped veterans with very significant PTSD and other mental health issues, as well as substance abuse issues. And she's done a really excellent job during that entire time, getting veterans through the program. And quite frankly, it probably would have been very, very difficult, if not impossible, to get them through the program without her assistance. So we very much appreciate that. So at this time, we'd like to present her with the award. Again, the Rita Gillick Mental Health Advocacy Award to Tisha Hardin, 2021. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Valeria Taffy Marks Substance Abuse Prevention Advocacy Award. This award was established in 1991 in memory of Valeria Taffy Marks, RN, who was a tenacious advocate for support and treatment for those battling personal addiction. An early supporter of substance use disorder treatment, Taffy advocated before the Ohio Nurses Association's House of Delegates in 1978 for the creation of the Peer Assistance Program to help nurses addicted to alcohol and other drugs. Many nurses around the state owe their survival to her efforts. This award is presented annually to a person who demonstrates the strength and courage of Taffy Marks in their advocacy for those struggling with addiction. This year's recipient is Betsy Anderson, nominated by Jane Darling.
Hi, I'm Jane Darling, and I'm here with Betsy Anderson to give her this wonderful award. And I wanted to tell you just a little bit about Betsy. When we started the construction of the idea for this wonderful little piece of hope in the world, Serenity Grove, Betsy joined us, and right away we could see what she was going to bring to the table: confidence and competence. She has an ability to work comfortably with people of any walk of life. So it was just kind of a natural evolution that she would become the executive director at Serenity Grove. What she brought, the thing that I think about the most, is this authentic, perpetual positivity that is, I think, is a real comfort to the women at Serenity Grove and also to those of us who know her. She has also been able to mentor and guide the women away from unhealthy behaviors that were butchering their lives and send them in the direction of positive, healthy, healing behaviors to help them on the recovery journey. There's one thing that always sticks in my mind that Betsy said a number of years ago, and that was, we can't do the work for them, even though we want to do the work for them, but we can certainly go along with them, walk beside them, and support them in their recovery journey. So I am so grateful that you're at Serenity Grove. It was a golden choice when we chose you, and I'm really, really grateful and happy to present you with this award, with the Taffy Marks Award.
Thank you. Thanks, Jane. I'm about to give you a hug.
I love you.
You too.
And I'll step out and let you.
Thank you. You should stay in, but thank you. I am grateful and honored and humble, and I would thank the 317 board as well for believing in Women for Recovery as an organization before we ever even had a house, when this was just an idea that had been put out there. And I would throw thanks back to Jane Darling and to the original board of 6, who really did a lot of the legwork before I did join the board of directors a little bit after they had started a lot of the work. But
I think as I stand here and look over at Serenity Grove and our converted community space behind us, I would echo what Jane said. It is such a privilege to be part of an organization that makes a difference in people's lives, part of a broader group of agencies under the 317 board and in our county, in our surrounding counties, Athens, Hocking-Vinton, but this southeastern Ohio pocket, where I think lots of people go out of their way to make a difference in lives. And the lives that we touch here at Serenity Grove, I'm touched by them, and so I'm touched by this award, and thank you very much.
This year, the 317 board created a special Lifetime Achievement Award to recognize longtime Executive Director Earl Cecil, now retired, for his long and distinguished career.
On behalf of the Athens-Hocking-Vinton 317 board, it's my pleasure to recognize Earl Cecil for his 31 years of service to the board with a Lifetime Achievement Award. And before we do that, I would like to say a few things about him that probably tells you a little bit about how he was so successful. First of all, Earl is a reserved gentleman. He's both confident and competent. Next, Earl is a why not person. He was always able to listen to ideas, to try to improve the different programs. Next, we could say that Earl was a practical idealist, because with all his good ideas for new things to help the folks, help the folks in the community that needed his help, he also was a dollar and cents guy. As a former financial officer for the board, he knew that everything had to add up in order to to approve an idea. And the best example of that recently, with the Adam Amanda House, when Terry Russell came down from Nami, Ohio, with the idea of turning the respite into a long-term residential treatment center, Earl said, "It's a great idea, but can we run the numbers?" He didn't want it to work for 1 year or 2 years. He wanted it to be a sustainable thing. And lo and behold, the Adam Amanda House is now the model for 6 other facilities in the state of Ohio. So being practical really paid off. Probably at the heart of it all is that Earl really is a really big spirit. He has a big heart. And while many of the people that receive services from the 317 board don't know him, he felt that as other human beings, that they should be treated fairly. And as a consequence, he made sure that happened. A really great example happened several years ago when a group from the Vinton School District came and talked about how their funding was cut for an after-school program. This program provided recreation, tutoring, a snack, and also good care. And the folks there had lost their funding through no fault of their own, and they needed some emergency help to get them through the year. They talked to Earl talked to the board, and it was a done deal. The people who are in need, Earl was able to feel for and try to help them out along the way. So, on a personal note, I'm a parent of someone who received services. My son has a mental illness and was able to get good care with some of the programs that Earl has oversaw when he was running the show. And as a citizen, I would like to congratulate him for a career that really was a career well spent in service of his fellow man. So for those reasons, I'm proud to present Earl with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you, Earl. And on behalf of the board, this is what we have for you. Earl L. Cecil, Lifetime Achievement Award, serving Athens, Hocking-Vinton counties from 1989 to 2020. You deserve it, Earl.
Yeah, I'll get stung by a bee too. Well, thank you, Greg. I really appreciate your kind comments. I appreciate the board doing this recognition for me. I do have to say, since I have the time, that none of this could have happened without a board that supported me, without a staff that was one of the best in the state, with providers who were willing to step up to the plate, and we would call and say, hey, how about this? The community agencies that we work with, the Children's Services and the courts, without that whole collaboration, and without the taxpayers being willing to pay a levy to allow us to have a system better than we would have, none of this would have been possible. So it's really, it's a recognition by me of everyone else who worked behind the scenes and made all this happen for the three counties. So again, thank you. I appreciate it much.
Over the last 20 years, Athens Photographic Project has built a community of artists who use photography as a tool for self-expression, personal growth, and social change as part of their mental health recovery journeys. We are excited not only to have APP as a member of our network of care, but to present to you tonight a preview of their most recent exhibition, Beautiful Reality. During APP's summer 2021 youth photography classes, 31 teens in Athens County started using a camera to express their lived realities. Beautiful Reality will be on display outside of the Washington Street parking garage through the end of October, so we hope you make the time to stop and see this incredibly thought-provoking art installment.
In closing, I want to thank you for watching tonight and solicit your support. It allows the 317 board to continue to provide life-saving mental health and substance abuse services to the citizens of the three counties it serves. Thank you and good night.